In this video, I'm gonna explain why you should go from using this brush to cleaning your interior to something like this, on why it's faster, it's better, and overall, it's gonna get you better results. The links to these tools will be down in the video description box below, so let's go ahead and get started. Back when I started detailing, I had minimal tools and products. And when it came to cleaning fabric material like cloth seats, cloth floor mats, or the carpeting, I would resort to this kind of tool. Everyone knows it. It's a brush. You can find them anywhere at any price. Configured differently, looks different, might feel a bit different, but we've all seen this brush. And yes, in the beginning phases, when you just want to clean a few stains or you're just going to clean your interior for one time go, it's good enough. But when it comes to maybe cleaning an entire interior, it can get rather tiring. I remember, just scrubbing and scrubbing for hours, and you get fatigued, and it kind of, you lose a motivation to continue to clean your interior. Or if you're doing this as a business, it just takes so long, and then by the end of the detail, you're just tired, your hand kind of hurts, you're switching between arms because it just takes so long to do on an entire vehicle. Now, you can get it done, don't get me wrong, because I have got interiors completely cleaned on all the seats, carpeting, and floor mats with a brush doing all this manual labor. But what I recommend you upgrade to that will make life much easier is a drill gun. You've probably seen these dozens of times across YouTube and Instagram. It's kind of like the default option to go to now, but this thing makes your life so much easier. Now, this is a DeWalt cordless drill. Obviously, we have tons of batteries, but I don't even think you'd have to take it that far. If you already have a corded drill around the house, whether it's old or not, don't worry about that. But as long as you have a drill, all you need next is this attachment right here, which I'll have them linked down below, so don't worry about which one exactly I'm using, because honestly, I don't even know which one I'm using. But these are fantastic. The bristles are soft. Even that brush that I was just using is more aggressive than this right here. And what this allows you to do is to simply, you're still gonna obviously do the manual work of doing this here, right? But instead of putting all that down pressure for maybe hours on end, you just do this. We've been using drill guns in our business for the last, I'd say, 4 years now, and it has made such an impact. We're able to get through the interior faster. We don't get as fatigued. The results are better just because it's more, it's much easier to get through the interior. And even if you're doing this just as a hobbyist or as an enthusiast, I mean, if you're doing your entire interior, this is much easier. And I want to say it's a very accessible tool. Again, like, you might have one laying around the garage already, so just go and buy the attachment itself, which might be like 15 bucks for a set of attachments, and this will make your life much easier. Using a brush attachment like this it's pretty soft but still thorough, so you can also use this on plastic or leather surfaces. Now, to be truthful, we don't really use this on leather just because we have other tools that we use, but if you have large leather seats, or I've seen plenty of detailers use this on leather seats, especially plastic, and it works absolutely fine. So the tool itself is very versatile, and you can use it for just about almost all the surfaces in your interior, as long as it actually fits in that area that you want to work, and that it's in good condition to take on this kind of cleaning, right? If it's already torn and ripped, you might want to be very gentle around there, and you might want to go by hand versus a drill like this. But other than that, we've never had any big cons with this. Now, again, if you're doing this as a business, or if you are using a battery one, depending on how big the vehicle is, the interior, you might want to have multiple batteries, or at least once it dies, you're gonna have to wait for it to recharge. So that, cordless is great because it's more flexible. You don't have to, move a cord around, but at the same time, you'll need more batteries, or big enough batteries, to get through the job done. Because, imagine going halfway through the vehicle, you have all your tools and machines out, and then the battery dies, and you need that to do the entire interior, so then you resort back to the brush. So just something to keep in mind when you're using cordless drills is you need batteries. Now, speaking of hippos, if you already have the drill gun and you're gonna purchase that drill brush set down below, it's also gonna come with one of these. Now, again, over the last 4 or 5 years, we've also been using this kind of attachment, and this is to help loosen up the debris on the carpet material. And this also helps out a lot. If you have pet hair or just stuck on debris that really needs to get loosened up, this will help out a lot. Now, it is a bit more aggressive than the other brush I had on, but nonetheless, this helps out tremendous. It's gonna pick up all the dirt and debris and pet hair. Maybe not all of it, but it does greatly help. So if you have an interior that has a lot of pet hair, this will pick up a lot, and not pick up as far as it removes it, but it loosens it up enough for you to go back in there with your pet hair brush or your vacuum, and makes life much easier. It's kind of the same concept with our air tool, the cleaning gun. Whereas yes, like it's not cleaning it up for you, but it's helped loosening the debris or the pet hair so that you can then vacuum it much easier, versus not using this and just staying there with the vacuum and trying to get all that dirt and debris or pet hair out of the fibers. Now, like I said, we've never had any problems using either brush, but that's because we are cautious when we're working on different material, right? If you see that the carpet's already fraying, if you see that it's an older vehicle and there's already some damage across the carpeting, well, it kind of makes sense just not to go full haymaker on it. You want to take some sense of caution to not possibly cause that same damage or to further cause damage to some affected area. So it's common sense. It's looking at the surface and saying, should I use this or not? Or should I go with a more less aggressive method in order to clean the stain, or should I just, skip this stain altogether? So it's also, it just doesn't mean like, oh, okay, he didn't have a problem, bet, watch this, and just, hammer down on a specific spot. Just use common sense based on the condition that you're working on. If you want to see this in action, just here's a quick montage of us using the different brushes. Okay, and that's gonna wrap up the video right here. It's a short one. Hopefully it helped you out in some way. Again, the links to those tools will be down in the video description box. Let me know if you have any comments, questions about the video or how we use it or anything else. Just leave that in the comment section down below. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.